everybody, welcome back to my channel, and for today I am calling all yarn junkies. Why? Because I have scoured all over YouTube. I keep looking, I've changed the way that I write it in the title in the search engine bar, constantly, every single way possible, looking for a tumbler that is made using yarn. I've not found one. So, I did it. So I have taken a basic 20-ounce skinny stainless steel tumbler, and I wrapped it in yarn, and it's gorgeous. So here, it glows in the dark, totally wrapped in yarn. So the materials that I used to make this tumbler, I started with yarn. So the color on this yarn is heartfelt. It's got reds, blue, greens, and purples in it. It's the Red Heart Super Saver, and I used glow-in-the-dark Mod Podge, and that's how I glued the yarn to the cup itself. The resin I also used was art resin because it is EPA and it's food friendly. I also sealed it with clear spray paint. So I used this on every time I would do a layer of resin. I would sand it down, then I would do a spray paint, because then also I put, when I put my decal down, I did it on spray paint. So with that being said, I'm going to let you see how I made this. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay guys, so I've already prepped my tumbler, washed it, sanded it, spray painted it white. So now we're going to move on to the Mod Podge. I'm going to use this to lay my yarn, and this is glow-in-the-dark Mod Podge, so once my project is completed, my tumbler will glow in the dark. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit for about an hour, come back, and we'll do another layer of the Mod Podge. Okay, you guys, so it's been 30 minutes, and now it's time to add my next layer of the Mod Podge. So we'll go ahead and get started. So now we're gonna let this sit for about an hour or so, and then we'll seal it in with some clear spray paint. Okay, you guys, so I have finished doing the spray paint. I did 3 layers of clear coat spray paint. I'm gonna let it set overnight, so it is dry. So it is yarn, so it is rough to the touch. So we are going to do a thin layer of the resin right now, and I have these glitters that, you know, there's no brand name because when I got the new tumbler turner, these came with it. So, and we got it off of Amazon, but it was a birthday gift, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I have here 20 ml of my resin. I should not be using all of this on this one. It's just because I also have a second tumbler, different project going on. So I'm gonna do a thin layer, and then I'm just gonna take my glitter and I'm gonna sprinkle. Okay, you guys, yeah, I'm thinking it's pretty safe to say that this is definitely a tumbler that nobody has ever seen before. And I wanted to glitter the bottom. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I just realized there's glitter all over my glove. So I just touched the bottom, and it looks cool. I love it. I'm not going to mess with it. So I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours. I'll come back tomorrow. We'll do another coat of resin. I'm going to do a clear coat of spray paint, make sure my glitter is locked in, let that cure for about an hour, and then again some more resin. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, you guys, so I have now also done 2 more layers of clear spray paint on here, the clear coat, to lock in my glitter. That is totally cured now. So we're on day 3, I think. So I've got another batch of resin. We're going to go ahead and put that on real thick, and we're going to let that cure. After that's cured, so tomorrow I'll be able to come in with my vinyl and put the decal on. Then we'll resin again, and hopefully it will be finished. So let's go ahead and get this on. And I want it nice and thick. So I mixed 20 mLs all together, so 10 of each. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to let this cure for 24 hours. I'll sand it down, and then we'll get to our decal and another layer of resin. So I do have to say, this is so funky that for its weirdness, I love it. So we'll see how this turns out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, you guys, so this is cured. Now I just have to sand it down, and depending on how well this sands, I'm either going to do another coat of resin, or I'll be ready for my decal, which I've already made. I'm going to put the black on, and then the shiny foil over it, and so we'll get to that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and sand this down off camera. So I'll meet you back here once I'm finished. So now I'm back, and I sanded it down, and I got it down pretty good, but I wanted to go ahead and I did another clear coat of spray paint just to lock it in. I've got my resin mixed and ready, so I'm just going to go ahead and coat this nice and thick, and hopefully tomorrow we can do the decal. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I wanted this nice and saturated, nice thick coat. That way tomorrow when we put the decal on, we'll just need to do a thin layer of resin, and at that point, hopefully if everything pans out correctly, it'll be finished. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, you guys, I'm excited. We are finally at the point where I get to put on the decal. So yesterday I did the pretty thick coat of the resin. Today I did a soft sanding. Then I did a quick layer of spray paint. I let it cure for just over an hour, and this is where we're at. It's gorgeous. I love it because it's funky and it's different. So we are going to place our decals. I'm going to start with the black because then I want this shimmering on top. Now I will tell you guys right now, this shimmer decal vinyl, it's hard to work with. So there's going to be a couple areas where the black is going to be there. Unfortunately, I lost my comma. So, but that's okay. Still going to have fun with this. So, decal time. So I'm going to do kind of like that. And I kind of want to stagger it a little bit. Sorry, my ceiling fan's making it. No, don't fall. So it's gonna go like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, you guys, I'll admit the black looks really cool, but I just know this is gonna look so alright, let's get this part on. Alright, that was gonna bug me. So all I did was I just grabbed a little bit more of the vinyl, cut out close to the shape, and stuck it on there, and it worked. Got a little bit of a bubble here. Just gonna work this up. There we go. So anytime you get a little bubble, if you just take your weeder and just carefully bring that tiny little piece up and then gently push it back down, that will take care of it. I don't know about you guys, but this looks so cool. I love it. It's funky. Definitely not something you would expect to see. So I've got my resin mixed. I just need to put on a fresh pair of gloves, which I have right here. And if you're trying resin for the first time, please always know to wear safety gear. Don't ever mess with resin for your skin. Alright, so now we are ready to hopefully pour what will be the last layer. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let this turn for 24 hours and cure. Hopefully there's no bubbles. So I always been going over it with my heat gun. And I know I haven't shown you that because it's kind of loud, so this time I will. So now from here, I'm gonna just leave it and we'll come back tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's finished. I'm so excited. So now we have to clean up the rim. So I am not very talented with an X-Acto knife, so I use my buck knife. But all you're gonna do is just go in there and just scrape off at an angle. Then I'm going to take a very fine sanding block. This is a 220. Just to kind of smooth out the edge. Just like so. And then I'm going to take a paper towel with some rubbing alcohol on it. And I'm going to clean the inside real good. And of course I've got the lid. Place the lid on. Just like that, we have a tumbler. So now I'll go ahead and I will take the after photos so you guys can see up close how neat this tumbler turned out.